Hi guys, so I'm an idiot. I was just filming this video and I look because it shows me the videos and pictures I've taken, and I was like, huh, I'm wearing the same outfit in that video. And I looked and all I had done was taken a picture of myself at the beginning of the video and just been talking to nobody. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. Today I'm gonna show you how to color correct, conceal, contour, highlight, cover your whole face. So I'm going to start by putting my hair up so that it doesn't get in the way. Alright. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to start by, you know what, I don't know why, I don't normally start with this, but I'm just going to spritz my face with some MAC Prep and Prime because it couldn't hurt. I've been trying to start washing my face with honey lately. So they're like when I blink, I feel like my eyelids stick up. It's and it's hard to remove. There's little patches in my face that are kind of sticky, or I guess I didn't fully get the honey off my face. So I guess we'll see how makeup applies over this. So I'm just prime, use all your primers, use all the primers, just build a wall between you and the honey. I mean, and people are probably like, why don't you just go in and wash the honey off? Well, because I already have all my products on my face for the day and they're expensive and I'd have to start over if I did that. So I'm just gonna let it sink in. It can't hurt, you know. I've been doing a lot of Google research about honey and its antibacterial properties on the face, and people said that they just they replaced their cleanser with it. They just only used honey, or they mixed honey with an oil and they used that to wash their face, and they said they had the softest skin of their life. It got rid of their acne, it got rid of dry patches, it got rid of redness. So I'm just like, okay, it's cheap, I'll try it. So what I'm doing now is I went in with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Yeah, I'm saying that right. And then I went in with my Sisley Double Tenseur Moisturizing Gel. I brought so many primers with me over here because I was like, I don't know. Just do it. Just build a barrier. And then I'm going in with my Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer, and I'm only putting this in my oily areas because it is a mattifying primer, and it has that silicone-y, what is it called, the dimethicone, I think it's dimethicone, that you know, that kind of velvety, almost rubbery kind of feeling, which is good for filling in pores. So I'm just putting it on my pore areas, and the rest of my face I'm just doing a moisturizing primer that I know that works. It better work because it's a $200 primer. Okay, so we're gonna start with color correcting. Color correcting is weird. Some of the stuff I'm gonna be putting on my face, you're just gonna be like, no, don't do that. But it's okay. It's all gonna turn out okay. It's gonna look crazy at first, but then it's gonna turn out okay. So the basic theory behind color correcting is the color wheel. I'm gonna try and edit one in there. Hopefully it works. So if you think about the color wheel and where the colors are placed, or you can just Google one if you haven't been readily thinking about the color wheel and have that information just at the top of your brain, you can just Google it. And the colors are across from each other. For instance, think about paints you would mix to get brown. Those are the colors that are across from each other on the color wheel. So for instance, I have redness up around here and on my nose and here, and the opposite of red on the color wheel is green. So I would use green to go over the redness. For dark areas, you're going to want to use, and this depends on your skin tone, how deep it is, but so you got to think purple. So opposite of purple is orange or yellow. So depending on how fair your skin is, how warm your skin tone is, you can use anything from a yellow to a peach to an orange to counteract that darkness. You can use it under your eyes. I kind of just put the orange all over because I feel like, why not? This is actually probably a little too dark for my skin tone, but it's what I have, so it's what we're going to use. Purple just brightens the face. Purple, you can put it all over your face and it's not going to hurt you. So alright, so we're going to go in and start with that. Like I said, I'm just going to be putting this green kind of everywhere, basically along the center of my face, because I get a lot of redness here. I tell you, I put Nair in between my eyebrows when I was 22. I'm now 28, so that was 6 years ago. Skin was never the same. It like removed the skin from the center of my eyebrows, and oh, I can feel that honey for sure all over my face. Yeah, the skin went away. It grew back, but it grew back in just this big red patch that has never healed in 6 years and probably never will. So that's what I'm working with. I'm gonna go in with the orange. I'm gonna put some of this like around the mouth and those fine lines. If you can see, there's kind of some darkness under here. Nikita Dragon does this, and her skin looks freaking amazing. So I'm doing what she's doing. Yeah, you can also go over any like blemishes you have, if you have any dark spots or sunspots. I just have acne. I'm almost 30. I have midlife acne, so I'm just gonna go over that with the green since the acne is kind of a reddish in color. And then I'm gonna do some orange under the eyes. I know I look good. I know you guys are like, wow, she's talented. And then the purple, I'm honestly just gonna go over everything with the purple. My alarm is going off. The purple's brightening. It also acts to kind of counteract the other colors that are on your face, so it'll just end up being this very like neutral tone to put your foundation over. Yeah, and who doesn't want a bright face? I want a bright face, so I don't want a red face or a dark face. I want a bright face. If you are new to color correcting and you don't really know like what colors you need and you kind of want to play around with it, NYX has like a really good kit. It's super affordable. I think it's like $7. See, look, it looks normal now. It just all kind of looks one color. Yeah, I think it's like $7, and it has like every color you would need to start. It has like a green, it has a peachy, it has a yellow, it has a purple. I used to have that, but I like hit pan and then the lid broke off, and I think I just threw it away because it was done. So next we're gonna go in with Huda Beauty foundation, which I have been having a lot of breakouts lately, so I have been using the Huda Beauty foundation. It's very full coverage. It's like very, very full coverage. Sometimes I look in my mirror throughout the day, and if I look really close, I kind of think it looks a little cakey, and I don't love it. But I mean, the finish on it is really pretty. It's like a velvety finish. Like I said, full coverage, long wearing. Like, it's really good foundation. It's a little heavier than I like, but I mean, it gets the job done. And if you have a lot you want to cover and you still want your face to look like kind of airbrushed and beautiful, this is the direction I would go. And if you want your face to smell like flowers, because that's what this smells like. So I said, Lauren, of course I want those things. I want all of those things. Well, good. This is the foundation for you. But yeah, as I was saying, and yeah, it's just gonna see like there's not like a ton of like redness or darkness peeking through. Like, my dark circles are more covered, and I haven't even like started to conceal yet. Like, it just looks all over like more uniform and more neutral, and that's the base we want to start with, so we can just draw on cheekbones and contour and highlight and just recreate our whole face. So I am going to go in with the Tarte, actually no, yes, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, as always. I have some more concealers coming, which I'm going to try and compare against this one. I'm going to find something that's comparable. I am. This is not, but I am going to use a little bit. Oh, this is the Makeup Revolution. We did a 16-hour wear test on this. It was not as good as the Tarte Shape Tape, but I am going to use a little bit of it under my eye because it is just lighter in color than my Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm going to put this under my eye, and you can go, I mean, it depends on personal preference. Some people go like right down to like mid-apple of the cheek, I think, is a good place to go down if you want a really bright, like, under eye, like you really want to highlight and contour, or some people will just go in with 3 dots. Sometimes I go in with 3 dots. It depends on how I'm feeling, but today I'm feeling really full coverage. I like to just go in and blend my under eye before I even start. I forgot to do the other shade. Before I even start on the rest of my concealer, because I just find that my under eye will crease very quickly, and it's just best to get it locked in there just as soon as I can, because I do not like to take my eye off of my under eye circles for too long, because it'll just start moving around and looking all crazy. Before you know it, I'll look like the Crypt Keeper. So yeah, we're just gonna go pat that in, pat this side in, and I'll just bring some up onto the lid and under the eyebrow. So why not? And I kind of like to just have a more like uniform look, and you can even use this if you don't want to use primer for your eyelids. Like sometimes I'll just do this. I'll just pat my concealer up, powder it, good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm going to do the rest of my face with the concealer down the center of the nose, a little, draw a little weed leaf on your forehead. I don't even smoke weed. I don't know why I said that. That's what it makes me think of. I always just want to be like, again, I don't know why. I apologize. It's early. I don't know who I am yet. And same thing, I like to spray the sponge with MAC Fix Plus, and then we're going to just pat that all in to our facey face. Okay, so now we want to go in and we want to set all of this before it gets to moving and grooving and sliding around. I'm going to go in with my Sephora 55 Pro Airbrush brush, which, as I've said before, is technically a foundation brush. It can be used for powder or liquid foundation. I like to use it for the powder under my eyes. I think it blends it really well. It makes it look really pretty. It doesn't make it look cakey, and it's super soft. I just love this brush. And I'm going to be going in with my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, which I'm obsessed with. I think it's the best powder for setting and baking the under eye. I have also been really into the Shiseido lately. These are both really finely milled. They're really soft under your eye. I just really like the Makeup Forever, or I always get Makeup Forever and Cover FX confused, and I don't know why, because they're completely different names and brands. Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder does not have talc, whereas the Shiseido one does, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if it doesn't have talc, it like cannot flash back. Like, it won't. This will never flash back. It doesn't matter how much I put on my face, and I really hate a flashback, so I love that. In my first video I ever filmed on YouTube, like, I'm wearing RCMA setting powder, YMCA setting powder. Wanna stay at the RCMA. I'm sorry. And literally, like, I'm like looking into an open window, and I also have the light from my mirror, and the light from the mirror reflects on my face, and my face looks gray in the entire video, but I posted it anyways because it took me about 9 hours to film and edit that video. So I was like, fuck it, I'll have a gray face then. But yeah, after that I was like, it's time for a new setting powder. I'm going to take a Sigma large powder brush, an F30, and I'm just going to lightly go over the rest of the face with powder as well, because I don't want to just have concealer on my face at the end of the day and have all my foundation come off. Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some powder on and bake the under eye. I recently watched the Kim Kardashian baking tutorial on how to use her baking products, and she said to use a dry sponge for the baking powder. I mean, this is not Kim Kardashian's products, but I was like, huh, a dry sponge. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm using this tiny, weird, like really hard, like baby fist sponge, because it literally feels like a small baby is punching me in the face when I use it. It like hurts. Like when I do my nose, it like really hurts. Like I don't remember where I got this sponge. I don't like it at all. I much prefer my Morphe defining contour. It's much softer. Alright, so I'm just gonna set, I don't think I put concealer above my lip, but whatever. So I'm just gonna set the places that normally crease the fastest, like under my eyes. Ah! That went straight in my eye. Under my eyes for sure creases. Up here doesn't crease, but it tends to break apart. Same thing on my nose. Same thing on my chin. I touch my chin a lot throughout the day. Right here, I've noticed, I don't know what's happening, but when I get to school, I mean, you have to walk a lot to get to class. Like, I probably walk like 5 miles. That's an exaggeration. I probably walk a half a mile to get from my car to class, and when I get there, I'm so sweaty, just particularly in my upper lip. I have this upper lip mustache, and I, like, all my foundation is just gone from here first thing in the morning when I get to school. Like, the rest of my face is fine. This is just naked. So I need to bake that. I've been baking that lately because it's not a good look. So we're going to go in with the the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to go in with this for a kind of less precise bronze on the cheekbones, and then I'm going to go in with this right on the hollows of the cheeks just to get a more defined contour. Okay, so I'm going to be using this M400 brush from Morphe to do the less defined bronzer on my cheeks. So I'm just going to go in with that middle shade there that's a little bit lighter. I'm gonna do back and forth as well as circular motions because I don't want like a crazy line on my face. I want it to look like a little bit natural, especially for me because I already have pretty defined cheekbones. If I do that, I just look like an extra for Dallas Buyers Club. Like, I look super sick when I do a really precise contour. Okay, and I'm just gonna go in a little bit about here. And then I'm going to take a angled Sonia Kashuk contour brush here to go in with a more precise line. And I'm going to go in on that darker shade. It makes me nervous. Go right under the hollows of my cheek, right? Oh man. Oh, that is scary. I'm not a huge contour person, honestly. I kind of just prefer, I don't know, I just really like focusing on like foundation and concealer and just like a tiny bit of bronzer just to like give my face some definition and a little bit of blush. But I can contour. I have the knowledge. I don't know, it scares me. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit more. This side is definitely darker than this one, so I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the middle shade, the lighter one there, on this side of my face. The other one scares me. And then I'm just going to also bring this bronzer onto the forehead as well. Just a little bit like around the hairline. Depending on the size of your forehead, I mean, you can like really go in. I have not the largest face in the world, so I don't need to make it too much smaller, but you're definitely gonna, it's just like this like little, kind of like a circle or a G, Gucci logo. But you're definitely gonna want to add like some dimension. Like, you don't just want contours on your cheek. You want to kind of balance it out and do more on the rest of the face. So then you're gonna go in and you can, this is up to you, but I like to do under my jaw also. Just all the parts that like naturally shadows hit is where you kind of want to bring it back and contour it. So then I'm gonna go in with this yellowish color. This is just kind of a brightening color. You don't have to do this part. You can just use like a shimmery highlighter, but I'm going for it today, so sorry about it. I washed my brushes last night, and this morning they were all like still wet, and I was just like, but what am I supposed to do? So I blow dried like a few of them, but not all. And I don't know. I don't have my normal brushes. This isn't a highlight brush. It's messed up. So I'm just gonna go in on all the areas I'm gonna want to brighten with this yellowy color. So the center of the forehead, up here on the cheekbones and under the eye, down the nose, the cupid's bow, and the chin. And you can see like we're already bringing like a lot of dimension to the face, like cut cheekbones, highlight under the eyes, popping bright under eye. And I forgot to mention, and this sponge, the Morphe can contour and define, contour and highlight, I can never remember. This sponge is really great for this because it has this precise edge. So I'm just going to take this powder on the sponge and I'm going to go right underneath the contour, and this is just going to kind of carve it out and make it more precise and lock it into place. Okay, so we're just going to let that sit there. Is that enough? That doesn't seem like enough. I'm going to put more. More is always more, right? You want your contour to come from the top of your ear. You can use like something straight like this down to the corner of your mouth, but don't bring it all the way to the corner of your mouth because that is just going to make you look weird. You want to bring it to about like the edge of your eye, maybe a little further in. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm going to go over with some highlight, a little shimmery highlight. Where is it? Okay, so in the My Boyfriend Picks My Makeup challenge, I tried this, the multiple in Copacabana, and I loved this. I had forgotten about this, so I am gonna go in because it's really hard for me to find like a highlighter that actually shows up on my face. I don't know why that is. Like, I try highlighters that other people rave about and it just like doesn't even show up on my face. So I'm just gonna do a little bit on the tops of the eyebrows right there. Just the places where the light naturally hits your face. You just want to bring a little more light. Be cautious of the fact that this is going to bring out the texture in your face, because it's drawing attention to it. It's bringing it out. Like, I definitely get some texture along here, so I won't do like a huge highlight. I won't go all the way over the contour. I usually just do like a little line right there. Ideally, you would want to go right over the bronzer with this and just kind of like about to the corner of the eye. I'm just going to pat that in. The only thing I don't really like about this highlighter, I mean, it's really pretty. It shows up really just like shing, but it's so hard to blend. Like, do you see it? It's still a line. And like yesterday I was trying to blend it and it was just taking my makeup off my nose, and I was like, well, that's not why I got you. I'm just gonna keep, you have to really, and you have to be careful not to drag it around because it will take your makeup off. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe this powder off now. And then I'm also gonna, because why not? I'm also gonna go in with a powder highlighter over the liquid, the stick one, the cream that I just did. I'm gonna use this fan brush. This isn't my favorite highlighter brush, but all my brushes are wet. So I was up at like 6 o'clock this morning blow drying some of my favorite ones because I didn't even have like a powder brush for this video or anything. My sweet babies. Yeah, that's it actually. Maybe a little over the brow. Do not, I know I said you want to highlight all the places that the light naturally hits. Do not highlight the center of your forehead because that's gonna look crazy. So yeah, so that's how we highlight and contour the face. As you can see, it's very different from when we started with just like a flat face. Like the color is corrected. I've covered everything up with foundation and concealer. I've drawn on cheekbones. I've made my lips look fuller with the highlight, like different person. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes and my eyebrows, and I will be back to close this video out. All right, catch you guys later. Alright you guys, I'm back. This is the completed look with the contouring, the highlighting, the blushing. Off camera, all I did is I went in with my brows. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. The Kat Von D 24-hour brow with the brush. I, for the first time today, used the KKW and Mario collab palette. I am obsessed with this. I love these shades. I did a little bit of a blue underneath the eye. I think they did a really good job with that blue. Always love warm and neutral shades. I almost feel like I look a little bit like Kim Kardashian. Am I crazy? Am I? Yeah, you're crazy. But I feel like I do a little. I don't know. I just love this eyeshadow palette. I almost am loving this more than all the Pat McGrath palettes I just got, which makes me feel bad because I spent $300 on them. But anyways, I went in with my Smashbox eyeliner, my Ardell lashes. I did a little mascara, my Too Faced Peach Kiss lipstick in Sure Thing, my 24/7 Urban Decay lip liner pencil, and then I just sprayed the whole thing with All Nighter and MAC Fix Plus. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys learned something today about how to color correct, how to contour, how to highlight, how to cover everything, and just give yourself a whole new face, which is what I did today. I will probably come back and do a palette. I'm going to probably come back and do a tutorial with the KKW and Mario palette. I just don't really like doing first impressions tutorials because I feel like a lot of the time I'm just like, I can't like think and explain what I'm doing and like make it look good at the same time. It's too much. So, but I think I'm going to come back and do one with that because I really, really liked this. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe below, and have a good day. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.